Soup weather has definitely arrived, y'all, and to celebrate, today we're bringing y'all 7 of our family favorite soup recipes. Alright, y'all, we're having chicken alfredo soup for supper tonight. I've got water boiling right here in the pot for the fettuccine that we're gonna cook in there. In this pot, we're gonna start the soup mixture. I'm making this real easy tonight, y'all. I got some chicken that's already shredded from Aldi, so we're not having to cook the chicken or shred it or anything. It's already ready for us. The fettuccine, we're gonna break into small pieces about like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and be doing that while we're waiting on the water to come to a boil. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and turn this one on and melt some butter in here. Okay, we got about half a stick of butter in there. We're gonna chop up this onion, and it's gonna cook in there with the butter for about 5 minutes. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna need this big thing of chicken broth. Is this 6 cups? Yes. So I need this whole carton of chicken broth. And we're gonna need about 1.5 cups of heavy cream. Okay, we'll go ahead and put the onions in here. We're putting about 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour in here with the onions. Stir it around, get them coated really good. Turn it down some, and we'll let that cook for about a minute or 2. And I've got to go get the broccoli out of the other refrigerator real quick. I'm going to go ahead and put in the 6 cups of chicken broth. I'm going to set a timer for my pasta there. Okay, when this starts to simmer a little bit, we'll put in the heavy cream. We need about 1.5 cups. When this pasta has just about 3 minutes left on it, which it's almost there, we're going to put in some broccoli florets with it. Maybe I just wash this real quick. We'll slice it up and throw it in there with the pasta. It'll be pretty small, so I'm going to chop them a little bit here. So we'll just let this cook now in there with the pasta for a couple more minutes. And then we'll drain this. We're just about to simmer over here with the chicken broth. We're adding in the cream. We'll put a little bit of salt in here. And just a little garlic powder, about 1/2 teaspoon. Let me check the fettuccine and see if it's done. Almost needs about 2 more minutes. And then we'll drain that, bringing this back up to a simmer. All right, we're draining the pasta and the broccoli. We're gonna add it into the soup. And we'll add in the chicken. This is smelling great, y'all. We're gonna put a little bit of Parmesan cheese in here. Just about 1/4 cup in the soup. And we'll sprinkle more on top when we get it in the bowls. We're just gonna let this come back to a simmer. Wait for the potatoes to get done and we'll be ready to eat. Chicken Alfredo soup.
Chicken Alfredo soup. We all can tell that it's really hot.
Manly's doing thumbs ups.
Talking about cozy. You come in, if it's cold out there and you come in and eat this right here,
will make
Warm
you
you up.
warm.
It'll make you warm. It sure will.
It's time to cook supper. This is a 1-pot twisted taco soup. So we just put in a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna turn this on to medium. We'll chop this onion, put it in there, and the ground beef. And then when the ground beef is almost done, we're gonna add 2 cloves of garlic and let it keep cooking until the ground beef is done. Then we'll drain it. So this does have pasta in it, but you don't have to cook the pasta first. It's gonna cook right in here with everything else. All right, I need to be opening cans because we have a lot of cans to open for this recipe. Let me put this ground beef in the refrigerator. Oh, and I have to mince my garlic real quick. All right, so we're gonna start putting everything in here now. I only put about 2.5 of the cans of beef broth. If we need to add the rest, we will. I'm making more than the recipe called for, so I'll have the original down below for y'all. Okay, let's stir this together. We're gonna put in the black beans. I hope this pot is big enough. We also need this green bell pepper, I almost forgot, so I'm gonna chop it up real quick. I'm gonna save some of it for topping too, so we'll do half in here, and we'll save the other half of it for just a sprinkle on the top. And we need the 2 cups of picante sauce. Ooh, that's gonna splatter everywhere. We're putting in about a teaspoon of ground cumin and 2 teaspoons of chili powder. The last thing we put in is a 1.5 cups of the rotini pasta. That's it. When it starts to simmer, we'll turn it down and put the lid on and let it cook for about 10 to 12 minutes until the pasta's tender. Smelling good. Getting supper started in the slow cooker. This isn't going to take very long though. We're just going to cook it on high for about 3 hours. It's the slow cooker chicken noodle soup, and we just used a rotisserie chicken. So I already got it shredded and put in here. Now we're going to put some carrots and celery. Since the chicken is already done, we're just cooking it for 3 hours to soften up the celery and the carrots and onion. Kids are excited because Christmas break starts soon. We have lots of fun things planned when that starts. We have some tickets already for a Victorian Christmas thing. I'm really excited about that. I think that's gonna be fun. They have it decorated Victorian Christmas style. I think there's some kind of wagon ride.
Why are there arrows?
That's how you turn up the time, how long you want it to cook for. You wanna press it in a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get it finished here. Oh, I forgot the onion. Goodness, we can't forget the onion.
Do I smell garlic?
No, now you smell onion. But you know what? I think I might put a little garlic in there too. We'll throw in a little garlic. Here's the onion. We'll put some salt and pepper. And now the chicken broth. I'm gonna do this whole, how many ounces are you? 48 ounces, I think. Yeah, 48 ounce carton. We're gonna let this cook for about 2 hours on high. Then we'll add in the egg noodles for about 45 more minutes. We'll add some water in too when we add the egg noodles. You're gonna press this button down right here. Press it down 1 time. Good job, you got it. All right, there's about an hour left on the cook time. I'm gonna go ahead and put the noodles in here. And I'm gonna start with just adding 1/2 cup of water, and I'll just keep a check on it and see if I need to add more. We're gonna put 2 cups of the wide egg noodles. We'll stir those in. This is smelling good. And I'm trying to decide if I wanna make some cornbread or if we'll just have crackers with this. Maybe just crackers.
How you doing?
Chicken pot pie soup is what we're making.
Chicken pot pie soup.
It's a rainy day, only about, what temperature is it,
About
58?
55.
Oh, 55.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, it was cold in here when we got home, so he started a fire. We're making some soup.
Chicken pot pie soup.
Yeah, so you pretty much just put all the ingredients in that you would put inside of a chicken pot pie. And you can make it however you like it, with whatever you like, but you make it more soupy. And you don't have the pie crust, you can serve it with rolls or biscuits or crackers. We've got some of these. They're rosemary basil crackers. I think they came from Ingles.
Lord have mercy, it's good.
This is a quick meal too, just about 30 minutes and you are ready to eat. I need to preheat the oven to 350 for the garlic toast. We made this soup, I can't remember when the last time we made it was, but we had a video on it about a year and a half ago. It's really, really good. So we've got about a half a pound of ground beef right there, and we're gonna put a pound of Italian sausage in there with the ground beef. Okay, we're gonna chop up this green bell pepper and this onion. And we'll put it right over in the pan with the ground beef and sausage. And if you wanted to do all Italian sausage, you could. I like the mixture of Italian sausage and ground beef, but you could do all Italian sausage or all ground beef if you wanted to. The Italian sausage is what really makes it taste like supreme pizza-ish, you know. While that's cooking, we'll go ahead and start putting the sauce into the pot over here. I'm just using this Ragu traditional sauce. It just has tomato puree, onions, olive oil, salt, garlic, basil, and oregano. I'm going to start with just putting 1 jar of water, so I'm going to fill this one up with water. And we'll see if we need to add more once we get everything in there. Okay, we'll mix that in. I've just got this on low. We're about to put the garlic bread in the oven, and I'm going to cook a few tomatoes over here in the skillet that we're going to add in here with the soup. Those are so pretty. Okay, now we're just going to let this come to a simmer, and then I'll turn it down to low, and it'll just sit over here on low while the garlic toast is cooking. So I've just got this box of garlic Texas toast. We're going to put some shredded mozzarella cheese on top. You can get the cheesy garlic toast too and skip having to do this cheese part. I just did it this way. Now we're going to put pepperoni. The kids love this little garlic pepperoni toast just by itself, like for lunch or something. It's really good.
Me?
You love pepperoni, huh? Okay, now we're also gonna put some Parmesan cheese on top. And these are gonna go in the oven just for about 8 to 10 minutes. And then we'll be ready to eat, y'all. This is quick. Lots of potatoes to peel this morning, y'all. I'm making a slow cooker loaded potato soup to have for lunch after church. All we have to do right now is get the potatoes, onion, chicken broth, and salt and pepper in the slow cooker, and that's gonna be cooking this morning and while we're gone, and then when we get home, we'll finish the rest of it. So I'm just going ahead and peeling these and chopping them, and then we'll rinse them and get them in the slow cooker. Potatoes and onions in there. We'll just put some salt and pepper. And we need 4 cups of chicken broth. And stir that together real quick. It's gonna cook on high for 4 hours.
Smells great in here.
Smelled like Grandma's house when we came in. Let me check these.
Smell like food.
We're gonna switch this back to high for 1 hour. I gotta make the other mixture that we're gonna put in here and cook some bacon. The potatoes could use a little bit longer, so we'll just let it keep cooking while we do this. Butter in here. About 4 to 6 tablespoons.
Love y'all too.
Okay, so the butter's almost melted. We're going to put in about 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. And turn it down some. Then we need a cup of heavy cream. And 1/2 cup of milk. I'm gonna go a little more than half because I think I have a little more potatoes in there than what the original recipe called for, so. Okay, and then we need 1/4 cup of sour cream. Okay, now we'll let that cook just a couple of minutes until everything's smooth, then we're gonna pour it in there with the soup. Or the potatoes right now. We'll go ahead and get some ripe brand bacon going in here. Okay, we're gonna pour this in.
No, we didn't.
keep on cooking while we make the bacon.
One of my favorites. I tell you what, fall or winter, either one, you can't go wrong with that.
We're gonna go ahead and start this broccoli cheddar soup in the slow cooker. Now for this recipe, you can use frozen broccoli too. Now I'm not gonna cut these up too small because they're gonna be cooking in the slow cooker, you know, and they'll kind of fall apart a little bit while they're cooking. Alright, now we're going to dice up half of an onion. I think I have a half, yes, in here. Chop up real quick. Okay, we're shaking in about half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And some pepper. Now we're going to put in half a block of cream cheese. I'm just going to cut it into a few smaller pieces. We need 2 cups of chicken stock. This is 4 cups, so we're going to put in about half of this carton. A little bit more. I'm just going to leave this out just in case we see that we need to add more later. And we need 1 can of evaporated milk. I already feel like we need a little more of this chicken stock, so we're going to put some more in there. And the last thing we need is 2 tablespoons of flour. Here's 1 and 2. We'll stir that just a little bit, and we're going to put it on low for 4 hours, and in about 2 hours we'll come over here and stir it again so that the cream cheese can start really mixing in everywhere. When it's finished cooking, that's when we'll add the cheddar cheese and some Parmesan. We're adding the cheese to the soup. That was 2 cups of shredded cheddar. Then we need about 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan.
How much of this? Let it snow,
all of
let
it.
Snow, let it snow.
That's it. We'll just let this cook for about 5 to 10 more minutes to melt that cheese. Alright y'all, that's going to be it for today's video. Let us know which one of these you're going to try and tell us some of your favorite soup recipes in the comments below.